watching Faith World TV. Faith World TV, changing the world with the Word of God.
A very good afternoon, good morning, and good evening from wherever you're watching us. Yes, you know, I'm going to mention my favorite word, which is exciting. I know you're not bored of that word because I am going to use it throughout the show again, because my first guest is quite an interesting guy that I have known for so many years. And, you know, he's back and forth in Nigeria. And today he wants to share with us some hot topic, which is about Nigerians not moving abroad. And I think in Nigerian slang, you call it JAPA. So why Nigerians should not JAPA. I know we're just beginning the show and the phone is already ringing. You haven't given us time to say anything. Good afternoon. Where are you calling from? Good afternoon. Hello. Good afternoon.
You meet it, but as I said, I'll have.
Okay, I think somebody called us, but also is busy doing something else. Anyway, as I was saying, my guest is a guy that is, you know, has been in the media for so many years, and also is into real estate right here in the UK and Nigeria. And he wants to share with you why Nigerians, please, do not JAPA. Do not JAPA. Nigeria has a population of over 233 million as of 2024, and in the next 30 years, you're projected to be about 377 million. So if you all JAPA, who is going to stay in Nigeria? Okay, now the phones are already ringing because this is a hot topic. Let me just introduce my guest first. But somebody is calling from, where are you calling from? Hello?
Hello, I'm calling from Nigeria, Benin City.
Ah, you're calling from Benin City. You know, we said that this is a really hot topic and Nigerians are interested to know why. Me and my guest, Don Pedro Okojie, is saying today that Nigerians, please stay still. Stay in Nigeria. Do not JAPA. Do not move. So,
but the country is so hard.
Okay, the country is hard.
Yes, the economy is something else.
Right, okay. And I can hear a baby crying in the background.
Yes, that's
so everyone is complaining, even the babies, even babies are crying. But you know, my guest here on the show today, yes, Don Pedro, from Nigeria. My guest is from Nigeria as well, and he says, "Do not move, don't JAPA, stay there." So let him tell you why he's saying that. Don't. Why do you say that they shouldn't move?
Yes, I would really love to know why.
Thank you, Dr. Pauline Long, my friend, my sister from Kenya, that I love so much, and my sister who's calling on the phone. You are also. I'm from Edo State as well. So you're my sister as well.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You see, one of the reasons, because there are several reasons of, I will not categorically say everybody should leave Nigeria, first of all. The people who should leave, who would want to leave Nigeria should be young people. And when I say young, I mean from 30 downwards. Mm-hmm. 30 downwards. Now, because we know that travel is education, and we know that it's good to know other cultures, and of course, it's also good to go back to school or get a more higher grade, that should be reasons where young people will want to move from one place to the other. It's not different from even myself. I was young when I started moving. But this JAPA syndrome, we can see people of 40, 45, 60, 70 who live in Nigeria. Mm-hmm. Now, you see, Nigeria is a very unique country. When we talk about, like my sister is saying, economy. Economy is a big word for a lot of things. Mm-hmm. But please, let's narrow it down. Mm-hmm. Because this Pauline Long show is a very normal show that she wants everybody to understand. Mm-hmm. Now, let's take it one after the other. we have this syndrome that when you say farmer, the person is a poor person. The person is dirty. The person is a village man or village woman. When you say farmer.
Right.
So nobody's proud to be a farmer. Now,
what did you say your name was again?
Faith.
Faith. Faith. What do you? First of all, let's establish what Faith does. What do you do?
I sell footwear.
okay.
You sell footwear. Okay. Now you're talking to Faith about farming, and she sells footwear.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So, Faith.
So are you trying to tell Faith that even though you're selling footwear, you can still be a farmer
Yes.
at the same time?
Yes. You see, Faith. Hello, Faith.
sir.
You agree with me that there are a lot of vacant lands. I'm not saying nobody may own them, but if you go and knock on the door of the Ministry of Agric, they will be too happy to show you vacant lands you can farm. And you can have that land for a year and renew it as time goes on.
Free of charge? They give it free?
They
The
give
government
free.
gives it free?
Yes, of course, they do.
Faith, did you know that?
I know about that, but I can't go into farming when I don't have any idea. That's the issue.
Okay. You see, you don't have an idea of what you may want to do. But Faith, you know now, because of the way the whole world is going, because even London that I'm talking to you from, London is not easy. London is very, very difficult now as well. But the thing is, you must learn something else. Because what you are doing now is trading. Trading is good.
Yes, sir.
But trading, the price fluctuates in trading. The beauty of farming is that it's like you are talking about your child there. I'm sure you love your child so much.
Yeah.
When you plant a fruit and it grows, you will have so much love for that fruit. Even though you go sell it or wherever, that time you go to plant that fruit and the time it germinates is a very great time. And you learn a lot from it. So even when you have no idea, if you go to the Ministry of Agriculture and you say, I am interested in farming, where can I learn farming? There are programs going on right now in Edo State.
Government programs.
Right
Free
now.
government programs.
Right now, it's going on.
Right.
They can teach you plumbing, electrician, mechanic, farming, etc. Even hairdressing and tailoring is there. So one thing we don't have, a lot of our people back home, they don't want to key in to know what's going on in the government. Of course, I also would blame government.
Is it because a lot of people are anti-government? They just say it's easy to say the government is corrupt. The
Yes.
government is corrupt. We don't want to work with the government.
Exactly.
That's what the problem is, yeah?
Well, one of the problems in Edo State right now, we're talking about Nigeria, so because she's calling from Edo, that's why we are just narrowing Edo State.
Edo State, yeah.
We have a new governor there.
Yes, sir.
We have a new governor,
Yeah.
Mondo Pebolo.
Yes.
They say he's not a good guy. Some say he didn't win, and all that and all that.
Yeah.
But we have a governor.
Yeah.
It's a status quo. This guy has been sworn in.
Yeah.
And he's there now.
So they might as well work with him because
Of
it doesn't
course.
matter which party he's
Oh,
from.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and then you need to go and ask those questions, my sister.
Okay, so we have somebody else. But this person's calling on video. They're calling us. Hi.
Excellency.
How are you?
Hi, Her Excellency. Hi.
Hi.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. What state are you calling
Good
from?
afternoon, ma'am. I'm in Enugu State in Nigeria.
Oh,
Enugu
wow.
State. Enugu. Now,
Nigeria.
I'm here with Don Pedro Okojie, and he says that Nigeria, please don't JAPA. Stay there. Develop your own country. You know, it's not that bad. What do you think? He's telling you to stay. If you got an opportunity to JAPA, would you JAPA?
Yes, Her Excellency. I will JAPA seriously. If I have means now to take my children and I'm going to JAPA. The economy in our country is very alarming. It's really affecting us.
But
It's not been easy in this country.
so let me first establish, what do you do for a living? What have you studied and what do you do?
Okay. Yes. I own a restaurant where I sell food. You know, for some time though, when I had problem with my nannies and everybody, I had to stay at home, and someone running it for me had to elope with my money. The girl who was supposed to be running while I stay with the kids and get a nanny later just elope with my money, and I decided to close the place down for now so I can take care of my kids. They are still tender. Like the father was complaining that I should take care of my kids. So for now, I'm just at home now with the kids.
You're a stay-at-home mom, taking care of. How old are the kids?
The first one is 8 years, and the second one is 5 years old, while the last one is 3 years old.
Right. So, Don, you hear what she's saying. She has a young family.
Yes.
She has tried in business.
Yes.
Obviously, she has been duped. So she sees that it's a failure.
Yes.
So her next option is she wants to leave the country.
What's her name, please? What's her name, madam?
Faith.
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 So,
No,
madam,
it's not Faith. Is it Faith?
what's your name, please?
My name is Amanda.
Oh, Amanda.
Okay,
It's
Amanda.
Yes,
Amanda Chineye.
Okay.
Makwaba, yes.
Okay, Amanda Chineye.
From Enugu.
Yes, from Enugu.
Yes,
How?
Makwaba.
Right. Listen, Amanda. First of all, you have tried something that
Yes.
most Nigerians. You have just tried what we do, which is now a Nigerian is a proactive person. In Nigeria, we try to succeed, no matter what. Right. It's something built inside us. That is why you went to get a restaurant, so that you can sell food and make some profit, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, it is not our fault or the economy fault that somebody came to sell for you and ran with the money. You don't blame it on Nigeria. That's your personal thing now. And that silly person who took your money must have been a thief before anyway. So, Amanda, my advice to you, my dear, is this. There are other things you can do, even though you are a full-time housewife and mom. You can. Do you know what is called Zobo drinks? Zobo.
Yes, sir. I know all that.
So why?
I do all those things in my restaurant.
Wow.
But moreover, Nigeria has failed me because I'm a graduate of Enugu State University of Science and Technology. I have tried to get job in so many places, but I can't. I was not given job opportunities.
Do you hear?
At that time, I now went to having a restaurant, to run my restaurant, to do a restaurant business.
Do you hear her cry? She's a graduate.
Yes.
Who ended up doing something else that she did not study.
Dr. Pauline Long.
Yes.
To be a graduate does not give you the license to have a job. When you go to school to be a graduate, you are supposed to be taught life itself. It's a transferable knowledge we get from school, from first degree or second or third. Now, what she has now, she can transfer it. It is not everybody that must look for job. You must stop looking for job.
Amanda, did you hear what Don said, that you must stop looking for
In
job?
your house,
Yes,
Amanda.
I make zobo in the house
Yes.
and tiger nuts
Yes.
that I sell. I
Yes.
supply, I give to
But
shops.
that's not
I do
enough.
it right now. I stay at home and do it.
Yes, Amanda, that's
I
fantastic.
do zobo tiger nuts that I supply. Yes, I
That-
give to shops, they sell.
That is
their own
fantastic,
profit.
Amanda. That
This
is
is what I do right now as
Oh,
a stay-at-home
good.
mom.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah, but that's not
That's
not enough to feed her children. That's what she's saying.
Well,
it's not enough.
She can grow that business. That's a good business, because I know somebody doing it in Port Harcourt, like her, who started just 3 years ago. When she started it, she was complaining that the tiger nuts get bad, this and that. But today,
Okay, we have somebody else. Amanda, please leave messages on the leave a message on YouTube. Anybody that's calling, if you have businesses, also leave your messages on YouTube. We'll go through it.
and your phone number, yes.
Yes, we'll go through it. We do have a caller. Hi, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, good evening, ma. I'm Gloria, calling from Ogun State, Nigeria.
Gloria from Ogun State, Nigeria.
Where in Ogun State?
Where in Ogun?
Agbado.
Oh.
It's for local government.
You are close to Lagos now. That's Lagos too now.
Oh, okay. Now,
Yes.
now you got the topic of the day where Don and I are saying that, Don JAPA stay in Nigeria, no matter how hard it is. What do you think, Gloria?
Yes, yes. Well, to be sincere, if I have the opportunity to leave Nigeria, I will definitely leave because of two reasons. One of my reasons is this: the insecurity is just too much. You wake up every day to different bad news, sad news, and the Nigerian government, they're not even making any effort to make sure things are in a good state. Imagine in a particular village, especially villages that don't even have people to support them. You see hoodlums, herdsmen going to destroy their little farms, and every day you wake up hearing different news about this and that and that. And the Nigerian government are not even doing anything to make sure the citizens are happy. And then secondly, my second reason is this: I'm a graduate. And I've been looking for jobs, and in order for me not to sit there, I decided to secure a caregiver's job. So imagine a graduate earning 45,000 naira, although it's just a private job.
Okay, so
that kind of job.
Right, I can hear the cry in your voice. I can hear the cry in your voice, and what I know most callers are saying is they're graduates, and we can rubbish it and say, oh, you're a graduate, so what? But really, this is the common denominator that all of them are like, so then why go and graduate if there's nothing that's coming out of it? Then another point that she has brought up is the insecurities.
Yes.
It's hardworking Nigerians like her saying that, okay, there are hoodlums that come and destroy their properties and all that. So people are hardworking. So again, people are crying, government.
Yes.
Government.
I cannot disagree with the insecurity in certain areas in Nigeria, if not most areas, seriously. These insecurities started about close to 10 years ago, and unfortunately, different governments have come and gone.
Right.
But this recent information I have, which is very thrilling, is the Amotekun in the southwest zone.
Right.
It's going to be led by Otumba Gani Adams. Gani Adams is a well-known activist. And he's the area on Akakan for Yoruba land. He has put together by the government some large numbers of both hunters and other people from a security arm. They have just announced that anyone who is in any of our bushes illegally should get out of there because they are coming in. And that's a very good one.
Do Nigerians know this?
I hope they do. You see, that's why I say in the first instance about the lady who called from Edo State.
Yeah.
I mean, you can imagine we are sitting in a London studio.
Yes.
And I'm now telling her what is happening in Edo State. It's wrong.
So citizen education is very key.
Yeah, our government are human beings. The government is...
There are people from our homes.
Yes,
there are our uncles, there are our aunties, there are our cousins.
Yes.
Everybody, check in your home. You have somebody in government. And
That's
I'm not
true.
just talking Nigeria, even Kenya, Uganda, Ghana, Tanzania, everybody. So every time we complain about government, we are complaining about people in our homes.
That's correct.
Yes.
That's correct. That's government itself. So the effort she's making, which I really cherish, at least she's working somewhere.
Yeah.
But she says that that job is not enough for her. I mean, 45,000 naira is nothing. I mean, really. But it's a job.
She has a family to feed.
Yeah, but it's a beginning.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what she studied, though, but I would say in these days now, everybody should know that we must have multiple source of income. And the minimum
is that what they call side hustle?
Yeah. Minimum is 2. Have 2. Yes.
Two.
And you see, the internet has made it easy for us.
So in Nigeria, for instance, with the economy right now, with how things are, and I know you mentioned when we say economy, we should avoid making it broad because there's different levels and different aspects of it. So from the callers that you've had, they're predominant, female, with young families, all graduates, all wanting to leave the country. Now, if you are in government, trying to save your country, so so that your country is left with no skills. And so what would you advise these young, especially mothers, what is it that they can do with their degrees? What is reachable? What's doable in Nigeria? I mean, if you're
There's a lot to do.
Simplify it.
There's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot to do.
Give them some options.
Okay,
Give them some ideas.
Well, first of all, the biggest brother in the world right now that can accommodate you to make money is the internet.
Right.
Now, you don't need to be so skilled to use the internet because all of them who are calling, they all have a phone.
Right. Everybody has a phone.
And when you have a phone, there's data. So you can always dial and you can always go to the internet. They know how to do that.
That's right.
Now, if you know how many people who are benefiting from TikTok, how many people are benefiting from YouTube, how many benefiting from Facebook. Now, the benefit I'm trying to say is this. She is having a knowledge right now that she's not selling. She's not packaging and selling. That lady who called first said she was at home with 3 children and that she has to be. Can she tell us the experience of bringing up a child?
She can document that on TikTok.
Of course.
She can document that on Instagram and get paid.
Dress the children well and show how you manage these children. When do they really get their breakfast? When do they have their lunch? Or when do they have their dinner? How do they play? Do they play at all? You know, some children don't have a place to play. Why? Some of them just cry, for Christ's sake. So how do you come up? Because so many young girls and fathers want to know these things. If you can package that with your phone, a lot of people will key into it. Every day they want to know what has happened to this family yesterday.
That's right, that's right.
That's one thing they can make money from. They can also make money from their environment. Now she was talking...
surrounding.
Yes. What is your environment? You can decide to make a picture from your video on your phone. Those grasses or whatever that are around you, know their names. And because one thing I know about Africa, Nigeria inclusive mostly, all our leaves are very important.
Right. They're either medicinal.
Yes.
Or can be eaten.
Commercial, yes.
Yeah.
So which leaf is around people? You're not showing people these leaves. And they are just, every day when you come, you just enter Okada or whatever. You come out of the house, enter, go to where you come back from market, enter the house. Yeah. In my time,
with your eyes closed. When you don't know your environment.
In our days, when my mother is going to the market, she will call us and say, go to the backyard. You see that leaf that da. We say we don't know. She will just drop and go and get it. Cut one and show us. I want you to get a bucket of it before I come back. That's a job we'll do. Yeah. And we didn't know those leaves were edible and we're eating it. Right. So how come now?
So people are hungry. They're saying they're hungry and yet they have food in the backyard.
Yes. And then how many of them are planting anything? I'm not saying even commercial farming. Yeah. Domestic farming.
Just a little bit, a small allotment.
In our land, if you grind your pepper or tomatoes, those remnants you want to throw away. Right. I want them to do the experiment. Just go to your backyard, throw it on the floor. Right. And leave it there for a week. Come back to check. Right. Yes. It has started germinating. Right. So they can even get most of what they go to the market for from the back of their house. Right. Now, for the insecurity you have said, like I said, from where she's calling from, Southwest, hope has arrived.
Is that where it's really affected?
Well, we have not got calls from the north, which is west, because the northern part of the country is where the bandits are really crazy. You know, the northern part of the country.
But this has been going on from ever since I knew about Nigeria. It looks like there's no reduction.
Well, we inherited this from lack of communication between the people and the governance. Because where it started from in Borno in the days, it was not like, I went to Borno myself, I lived there before when I was young.
Do you, Don, feel safe when you go to Nigeria? Because I know you frequent Nigeria.
Of course I feel safe.
You feel safe?
I do.
But what about the people that are living there? I walk on the road. They don't feel safe.
I enter Okada sometimes. I enter Marua sometimes. It is, when you say the people who are there, who don't feel safe, where do they hang out that is not making them safe? Where? One of the things I want them to talk about is maybe lights.
Lights.
Because light is very important for safety.
Electricity.
Exactly. That is one big problem the country has. But the solution to light is solar.
Right.
And a lot of our people are getting into solar right now. Because with solar, I mean, there's a commission called NDDC.
Right.
The NDDC is doing a fantastic job in the southern part of Nigeria.
Right.
They are lighting up the streets, not one, not two.
Right.
As a matter of fact, towns that you don't even think would be remembered are being remembered right now.
Right.
They're having street lights. And you know, street lights, it helps for security. Because, of course, these people who perpetrate evil things, they don't like light.
Right.
They like to do it in darkness. So when they see light. And then, too, our women, too, they are very happy with street light. You know why? In the night.
Security, yeah.
No, in the night, they come out to sell some things, too.
Right, okay.
Yes, because in our own traditional way, we do have some fruits and things that you can sell in the night.
Right.
People will buy from you, you know,
Yeah.
between the time it gets dark to, say, maybe 9, 10 o'clock.
So they can come out and sell.
Yes. They are coming out to sell.
So
from the
for
few.
me, it looks like it looks like a hassle that everyone has to hustle to put food on the table. But I don't think life is about we just need to hustle. You know, get small here, get little there. There's no system in place to support the people.
Well, with what I've observed and what I've gone through in Europe, even in America,
Yeah.
of course, you're talking about social security and all that.
Yeah,
Social security will not work in Nigeria.
it won't work in that.
We are not a
Yeah.
people you give handouts to
No.
and go and eat and whatever.
Yeah.
Nigerians are very proud people. They want and they like
want
to
to
work.
work.
They like to work and they're ready to work.
We do have a caller. Hi. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, my name is Miss Pedro. I'm calling from Nigeria, Edo State part of Nigeria.
Where? From Edo?
Yeah. Is that
Yes, Edo State.
Edo
Benin
State.
City.
Ah, Benin City. Okay. So we're talking about, you know, JAPA. Like, Don is trying to encourage Nigerians to stay in Nigeria. Don't JAPA. Don't move. Don't come abroad. Because what you're looking for abroad is there in Nigeria. And Nigeria is probably better. That's what he's saying. What do you think?
Yeah, I feel what he's saying is actually saying the truth. My own opinion is if everyone leaves this country, who is going to take over this country and who is going to work on the country? Like, I am a biomedical engineer. I just rounded up my studies. And I feel if I decide to leave the country, who is going to take care of the equipment
Right.
in my country? Do you understand? If I leave my country to another country, just as if I'm actually leaving my responsibility in my own country.
You're running away.
Yeah, everybody has. Like, if what I'm saying is that if I decide to leave my country to probably to another country, I will feel guilty because I feel nobody's going to take the responsibility I'm supposed to take. Nobody's
Right.
going to, as a biomedical engineer, I am supposed to do what I'm supposed to do in my country to make it better. If everyone leaves the country, who is going to stay? That's my problem.
That's very key.
Do you
I
understand?
mean, we've had
Yeah.
callers. Every caller that called earlier on said, at the first opportunity, they'll pack their bags and leave. I mean, this is a different take.
Exactly.
She's saying, you know, she's a biomedical student. Well, you've
Engineer.
you've graduated already. Have you graduated?
Yes, I just rounded up.
She just rounded
Yes,
up.
I just rounded up.
And she's proud.
Yes.
You can tell from her voice, she's very proud to be Nigerian.
Of course.
She's proud of what she has achieved. And most important, she's proud of what she's about to achieve for Nigeria, to do for Nigeria.
That's what it is.
Isn't that incredible?
It is.
So is that what you're trying to tell Nigerians, Don?
Yes. You see, we all can want to travel. There's nothing wrong to think you want to travel. There's nothing wrong. Do you know there are so many people also who are in Nigeria who just go abroad only for holidays?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, and the thing is,
Yeah.
I noticed that even with my own little experience. The people you leave back in Nigeria, you think they are suffering. If you come back, they'll be more than you. They will achieve so much.
Tell them.
Yes.
So do you have people around you that also want to JAPA, or are they enthusiastic about Nigeria like yourself?
Yeah, I have few persons that want to leave the country, but they are actually going for greener pastures, and their aim and objective is to get the money and come back to this country and make it better.
Right. Okay. Not the people, because I know that majority of us Africans, I'm not just saying Nigerians, we tend to complain about the government, but yet the countries belong to us. The government is not coming. United Nations is not coming. The AU is not coming. It's you and I to come and rescue our country. So I'm really proud of you. Congratulations.
Pedro,
and
Thank
keep Nigeria proud. Keep Nigeria proud.
keep the flag flying. Thank you for your call.
Thank you so much. Thank you for that call.
Well, Professor Pauline Long, you see the different strokes in different places.
Yeah.
In the same pot that people are condemning since we started the show.
Yes, but also we live in a democracy.
Yeah, of course.
We have to hear everybody's cry.
No trouble.
Like the lady who was it Amanda,
Yeah.
the one that she had a business in Enugu. Hardworking Nigerian, and somebody duped her. So we have people going through different situations and different levels, but we must say that, like just what you said, Nigerians are very hardworking, and I always say that in my next life when I come back, God, please make me a Nigerian.
He will. He will.
Because you have no room for laziness around any Nigerian. They will turn anything that's tiny into a giant, into a mountain. Anything that looks impossible, they'll turn it possible. So, I must commend Nigerians. We have to be honest. Look at the music industry. Look at the fashion industry. Look at, everything. They are taking over.
Exactly.
And we as smaller nations in Africa, we can only learn. And if Nigeria gets it right, Africa is right.
will be sorted, yeah.
That's it. That's
Africa
it.
will be sorted, big time,
So
yeah.
we can't be too hard on the people that are saying they want to leave, because they want Nigeria to get it right. Maybe they want to teach Nigeria a lesson. Maybe let's all leave, and then let's see how this government is going to run this country without anybody, without any manpower.
But that's why it's a wrong idea for everybody to just leave. There must be a reason why you want to leave, not just, I want to go and make money. I want to go and make money. When there's money around you.
There's money in Nigeria.
There's money in Nigeria.
Yeah, look at what's it called, Dirty December in Nigeria.
Can you imagine?
That's when there's money.
How did they spend that money?
Where's that money coming
bundles. In the same Nigeria.
My dear, if you're watching and you're in Nigeria, there's money there.
Yes.
I'm coming to get that money. Get that money. No, but seriously, we're talking about a huge population of young people, which these young people, I think why they're disgruntled as well is, just like any African country, the voting population is the young people. 70% of young people is the voting population.
Yes.
And so they vote with the hope that the government is going to be in their favor. The government in-house, the government that takes over will be in their favor. But then they get disappointed when they're not. I'm not saying they should be appointed in government positions, but when somebody has been a governor for 4 or 5 years and the roads are still not working, they still don't have light, you still don't, the hospital's not working, nothing is working, nothing is moving. I think this is what they're complaining about. I don't think they're saying that there's no money in Nigeria. They're saying that things are not working.
No, you see, if we want to go into that, we're going to go into politics.
Yes.
Well, we're going to go into...
But hold on a minute, Don. Politics is everywhere. Politics is in our home.
Yeah.
Politics in education. Politics in healthcare. Politics in trade.
Yeah.
Politics governs what we do and what we eat and everything. So we cannot separate politics from day-to-day life.
You see, if we can understand that, just like you said earlier, the politicians we are complaining of, they are our brothers They are our nephew, our uncles, our aunties.
Cousin.
They are part of us. There is a problem which is more technical that has been our issue, which is the electoral process.
Right.
That electoral process, all these young people, please, if INEC open their portals for employment, apply quickly. You know why? We want good people to be in different good positions there. You can change these things.
Be involved. Be on the round table if you want the change.
Yes,
Yeah.
and then in political parties. I don't want to be seeing people of my mates coming to be going out there to say they want to go vote, they want to be voted for one thing to the other. No way. No. Let you, the young guys, come out.
The 70%.
And come out for the sake of what you are protesting that is not right now. And try to make it right. Because you need to join. I know a lot of people, a lot of young people who you talk about politics, so they tell you, oh, they have won already. They have, you don't give them the chance to do what they want to do.
It seems to me like there needs to be voter education.
Yeah, big time, big time, and that is in for the guys who call INEC, the Independent Electoral Commission.
Yeah.
I don't understand how they have been conducting election in Nigeria without participating and interactiveness with the people. I don't see any of it.
Also with the young people.
I don't see any of it.
With the young people.
They don't do it.
Then, Don, do you not find it interesting that when you have Big Brother, you know that reality TV show, all of the young people, they vote. They actually pay.
Yes,
you have to pay, isn't it?
You pay.
So how come they won't vote? They won't go and vote for something that's going to change their lives when there's a general election?
The problem
Why?
is there is a voter apathy.
And it's free to vote.
The apathy.
You're voting for your own, for your own benefit.
The problem is that they don't believe their vote counts.
Okay. So then that's what they need to turn around.
Yes.
You can't be voting for Big Brother, spending your money on Big Brother. They spend a lot of money to vote.
I know.
And yet when it comes to, you need to vote for your life. Vote for your family. Vote for what you're going to, the food that you're going to eat. Vote for your education. Vote for your rights. You know?
Yes. I say, for example, I was just talking to some young people on my mentorship program. I said, you are complaining that your local government. I said, who is your local government chairman, and who are your councillors? And some of them say, sorry, sir, we are not interested. Who is the local government chairman? They have no power. It's the governor that has power.
So that kind of talk.
You know, and I wonder, you live in a local government. You don't even know your chairman. You don't know your councillors. These people represent you.
There's a lot of disengagement.
They are very happy you don't know about them. They're very
just
happy.
Eating.
Of
They're
course.
collecting their salary every month.
If you go to the council and question some of the things they do, because they ought to be showing you activities.
Yes.
They will themselves sit up. I can assure you of that. But because they know you don't care, they don't care either.
Yeah, we do have a caller.
Hello, Mommy. Good evening, Ma.
Ah, good evening. How you
Hello,
doing? Hello.
Okay, next one.
Who is calling? I'm mummy to everyone.
Hello.
So. Who's calling and where are you calling from?
Hello, Mom.
Can you hear? We can hear you. Hello. Oh, okay. If you can hear us, I think it's probably it's your network. Yeah. Are you there? Hello. You can hang up and call us again if you can hear us. Please hang up and call us again. So as we were saying.
Yeah, so if you're not interested to question your councillor, to question your chairman,
right,
then he can do anything he likes. And that's what they are enjoying. Whereas the young people now, I can tell you, they are even more bolder than the older generation.
The boldness, like you see Ibrahim Traore, the president of Burkina Faso.
Yes.
Hello, Ma. Good evening, Ma.
Good evening. How are you? Where are you calling from?
I'm fine. This is Mary. I'm from Nigeria. Ebonyi State, precisely.
Ebonyi, okay.
Ebonyi, that voice sounds familiar.
Right.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so is your daughter Mary?
It's my daughter in Ebonyi State. You know, I have so many daughters in Nigeria.
Oh, wow.
How are you?
Yes. I'm fine, mommy. What about you?
We are good. We are good. Now we want to tell you not to JAPA. Do you agree that you...
exactly. That is the case. Yeah, now. You people are saying us not to JAPA, but yeah, everybody wants to. Everybody wants to JAPA, of course. But it's not supposed to be like that. We are supposed to be here in our country to make it work for everybody.
That's right.
And that is why we need the government to come in. Like the youth, we are many of us, but the jobs are not much for us. You finish schooling and you come out, there is no job for you, nothing else for you to do. If you don't have money to establish yourself in a business, you will be left out. It's as if nothing is working in this country. But of course, we have to step back to make it work for us. So that's why it's, as Uncle there is saying, it's okay not to JAPA, but that is the plan, so that we make everything here work for us. You know, that should be empowerment. That should be a new development. There should be rooms for the youth, so, you know, to bring out what they have for the country. But yeah, it's not like that. You know, we are still we are deprived of the opportunity we use for. It's like that. But that is the question here. Now is that everyone wants to JAPA. Everyone wants to JAPA, but it's good to stay back here. So make it work.
Ah, okay, go on.
Do you know of the programs of Ebonyi State government? Do you know their program for the youths?
Yes, the new governor, though I'm in Abuja precisely now.
Okay.
But the new governor is trying. Like Office said, I heard that he sent some students to go and, you know, continue their education, some to go and do their masters outside the country. It's for the country, for the state particularly, to make it, you know, to develop the state, of course.
Right.
But it's not just limited to a particular state. It's supposed to be something all over the country.
Okay, so then it's up to every governor.
Exactly.
Right?
But apart from that too, I'm not a fan to what those governors do of sponsoring students to go and do masters in different parts of the world. I'm not a fan. You know why I'm not a fan? Because you see, these people they select are all politically connected.
Right, they are in their circle.
They are in their circle. They are just carrying their brothers, their nephews.
That's corruption.
So they are not really taking a poor man's child to go and study anywhere. But anyway, that apart, what I'm more concerned is lucrative and very effective training programs for the youths. I remember there's a group, there's one body in Nigeria called NCDMB. Nigerian Content Development and Managing Board. They had some youth development program they did some years ago. I think this NDDC is trying to do that too, but I know the one for NCDMB. And what they did is they brought the youths
together,
women, the guys, and then they separated different trade you can do and assisted you to learn the trade from professionals. And when you finish,
they give you a job.
No, they give you a capital to start off your own.
So, Mary, what are you doing at the moment?
That is it. So, like, we have to make this country work for everybody. The government I think the government has a huge role to play here.
Yeah.
I don't know why I mentioned the government, but of course, I believe there should be those things. Sometimes some people jump back to their own country. It's not done that way.
Yeah. So maybe the youth should come. Maybe the youth should come together.
Some people do jump back, so go to another mad country and develop their country, and you forget your own country because of what? You feel like things are not working the way it's supposed to work in the country here in Nigeria. You see some people, they have plans, they have initiatives, they do carry it outside country and go there and begin to make use of it, but left the country behind, which is where it's supposed to be.
So that's what happens. The country gets left behind because all the doctors have left. Everybody has left because things don't work. Yeah. So maybe the youth should come together.
I have some friends. I have some friends that is studying nursing. If you ask them, they say they want to study nursing so that they can JAPA and make it better there. They don't want to stay behind in the country here in Nigeria to work. Everybody, their plan is just
That's
to read
very
nothing
sad.
so that they will go outside
Yes.
there and work.
Yes, you stay. Okay, for example, now
That's
what
very
you just
sad,
said is,
though.
not, is true. I mean, how can you study medicine, for example, or nursing,
Yeah.
and then you finish the course, and you don't even work for your people at all, and then you want to run away, and you know what they don't know? When they come out here to do that same course, they will have no life of their own. You know, here you walk through the clock day and night. I'm telling you, no matter how much you think you're coming to make, when you pay your bills, you'll be left with next to nothing.
Bills.
It's about bills here.
So anyway, I think that from what we need to conclude here is the youth need to come together.
Yes.
The youth need to come together and strategize. What do you think, Mary?
Hello?
I didn't get you well, ma'am. Network.
I said that the youth need to come together and strategize. What do you think?
Yes.
Good.
I make it work, right?
Yes.
Of course, we youth have to come together us in this country, yes. But sometimes, we need to be equipped. And government have to give us listening ears. I was surprised when I heard that once a president said that the youth are lazy. But the last time I checked, the youth here are very hardworking in Nigeria.
Don't worry
the
about
only
that.
thing we need is an avenue, a room to show us what we can do.
That's
All those developments that maybe they will not carry it over to another man's land. Let them bring it here. So by creating more job opportunity, so that the youth will show our talent. You don't need to go and bring in investors to come and invest here in the country. We can do it better here. We have some people producing car in this country, but I hear that they will forget that we have one person here that's producing all those things. But they will go outside and go and patronize those ones, thinking that those ones are more better. That maybe Nigeria wants less,
Mary,
quality.
Mary, the good news
But it's
is...
not supposed to be like that. We're supposed to believe in ourselves.
That's correct. The president who said the youths were lazy is gone. Don't worry about that. That's past.
Yeah.
The president now believes in the youths.
Yeah.
And you forget about what that guy has said.
Yeah.
But what you are saying, Mary, is very important. Now, you say you're in Abuja. How are you, for example, getting to understand training programs that are going on in Abuja? How many do you know? Hello, Mary?
Hello, sir.
I said, have you tried
Yes, I'm with you, sir.
Have you tried to find out training programs for youths that are going on in Abuja?
Yes, even recently, there's the one I just applied that is an avenue is for agriculture. I just apply it for online.
Good girl.
There are many of them that it will come up online. You try to fit yourself there.
Yes.
But like those days when they do empower, that was during the former president regime. I tried several times, though I wasn't opportune. But some that was opportune anyway was a road. But how long does those things work? It was not working anymore. It just worked for some certain people and stuff for a period of time. It was not consistent.
Right.
You understand? It was not consistent. Sometimes it's as if now it's less people that are now opportune to grab the opportunity, while many are being left out.
You are in a country that...
Hello, sir. Are you getting my...
I get your point very well, and your point is correct. But don't forget that you are among 200...
Yes, of course. Every time I'm there looking for opportunities and avenue to know if there is any room for such. Of course, even recently I applied for one, but if it did not meet you, you don't need to force it on you. Rather, you try to find something to do by yourself. Like as a youth, after my NYSC, I went to go and learn catch-root. After learning catch-root, I started doing things on my own. Before you know it, the inflation, everything now become on a high side that I cannot really go and purchase and sell it like in small quantity. I needed something to fund myself and to make it happen. So sometimes we as youth we have to make it work by ourselves. We don't need to wait for the government, which is true. But sometimes when you don't have the financial capability, you as if the youth don't really know what to do. But believe me, we have the strength, we have all the things. Sometimes what we need is just a little empowerment.
Yeah.
To help us bring our ideas.
Yes, Kim. Thank you.
They need to access to
So
funding.
this empowerment is not getting to everybody.
It's not trickling down.
Mary,
okay.
That's fine.
Thank you so much for your views. And you know what? I'm sure there's a governor watching or somebody top at the government watching, because many of the people that I've called, they're young people, they're women, they're disgruntled. But, I'm sure it will get into somebody's desk that the youth, the young people out there, the women, they need this support. They need the funding to come through. There's a lot of skills. So thank you very much, Mary. Thank you.
Yes, we need the support.
God bless
Thank you very much, Maria. Appreciate. Thank you, ma.
Thank you.
I bless you.
One of the things the government can do is the way the government packages or the way they are organized this youth empowerment.
Right.
It's sometimes it just is babladash. They just...
Is it by merit?
Yeah, well, for example, when you want to train people, it cannot be by merit. Because these are people who are untrained in what you want to train them.
So there's no, when I say merit,
yes.
Is there like a postcode or like an area? Like, how do they save these people? Because this is a common thing that I hear, that they've been trying to go through a government program, they can't.
You have been living in Europe for too long.
Yes.
We don't have postcode.
Postcode. Okay, what I mean is, like, favored areas.
Yes.
Like when we say postcode, even here,
yes,
we mean that some areas have been favored. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. I know.
Yeah.
Is it,
so is that how it works?
No.
Like, do they favor some areas? Do they favor some people? Do they, like, why is that? I come across a lot of Nigerian youth that complain that yes, these programs are there, but they don't trickle down.
Because the way they go about organizing the program, that's the problem. First of all, I'm shocked to see a program being organized for Youth Council.
Okay, so it shouldn't be.
What should it be
open to every youth, right?
You should give an open, access for anyone who wants to train first.
Right.
But the most important thing is, you need to tell them. You need to reach them.
Need to market it. This is the thing. They always keep it quiet. It's quiet.
They just think the young people will just come up themselves. They must come that day. Don't worry. They will. It's not. It doesn't work that way.
It needs to be advertised
properly. And you need to send your people.
This is for the Minister of Youth. Do you have a Minister of Youth in Nigeria?
Yes, we do.
So it's probably for the Minister of Youth to.
I don't know if there's a Minister for Youth, but I know there's supposed to be a position like that. But it's honestly, I am not happy about that part of how they organize these trainings.
Right.
But I know there's a lot of training out there. Take, for example, one of them who says, "Oh, I didn't know in my state." And she's right there.
Many of them don't know that.
How can they know when you don't even tell them in the proper manner? You need to go out to tell them.
It's like the Chinese whisper.
Yes.
Like,
It happened.
But that's not the way it should be. This is government initiative.
And even now, we have a very good medium for, we have DJs everywhere in Nigeria.
Yeah.
And most of our DJs have these trucks they carry everywhere for announcements.
So they could actually...
Yes,
the advertising tool for the government to reach the youth.
We have schools.
Yeah.
We have schools. We can use our schools more for this training program. After school times.
Get the training programs. Government can partner with the schools.
And then make the youths know, in this school, we will be doing the next training. Right. In that school, we are coming for the next training. Right. And these are the type of training. They sent me a list the other day of a lot of training programs they want to do.
Right.
You are sending me the lists.
You're in UK.
What am I going to do with it?
They send it to you so that you can send it back.
Exactly.
The callers. You know what? If you're watching, if you're in government, I'm happy to get the list. Send it to me. I will send it back to my viewers, my callers, my fans, who most of them are from Nigeria.
Yes,
I'm happy to share the opportunities. By the way, I get a lot of opportunities from Nigeria, so I'm always happy to share it with Nigerians back in Nigeria, because I'm wondering, they are in Nigeria. These opportunities should always go to them first.
Yes.
Why do we hear about these opportunities here first? Then we send it to them. Something is not right. But, we're back to the topic. Please, as we are saying, don't JAPA. Don't leave Nigeria. Right now, Nigeria is 233 million, I think, 0.8.
Yeah.
nearly, in population.
234 million.
Million, and in the next 30 years,
Yes.
it will be clocking nearly 400 million, which is the largest black populated nation anywhere in the world. You should be very, very proud of yourselves that you are the giant. So you need to make things work for you so that it can work for the rest of us in Kenya, in Ghana,
Zimbabwe,
in Congo,
yes,
in Malawi.
yes, in
Come
Tanzania,
on,
wherever.
Nigerians, we're behind you. We're rooting for you. I say, don't JAPA. Me, I'm coming to live in Nigeria. Don't worry.
Oh, well.
Don't leave.
When you are coming, come with
Bro,
all your solar products.
Yes, I'm coming to bring development.
You said so.
But bro, thank you so much for coming on the show. We're running out of time. This Nigeria topic, is a topic that we want to stay on all day, but we're not able to do that because we have to JAPA as well. We have to go. Thank you so much, bro. And until next time,
Thank you for inviting me.
We keep it locked here. And thank you to everybody that tuned in and everybody that called. We do appreciate you. God bless you. Take care. Bye-bye.
You are watching Faith World TV. Faith World TV, changing the world with the Word of God.